Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing okay today and that you're ready for some writing. My goodness, this week has been... I'm happy that it's Sunday today and that this week is almost over because my god, this has been a week for me. Started with the metaphor fiasco on Monday, which was just... it was so frustrating and annoying. But I managed to at least do something and stream Final Fantasy VIII instead. And then after that I have been struggling with headache slash neck ache, I guess you could say. It's coming from my neck, but it's mostly my head that has been hurting. And then moving on to the Thursday fiasco when I thought I had everything solved and I didn't. And then I was going to Duder's place yesterday together with Fia, who is also my mod here in the chat. And I was supposed to start driving at 10:30 in the morning. I overslept because my cat decided that he is not going to be a nice kitty anymore and sleep during the night. No. He's going to do all the forbidden stuff, so I can't even ignore him. I have to react on what he's doing. He's been jumping up on my desk, walking over my keyboard, and I know that my screen is not... it's not completely stable. If you touch it too much, it is prone to fall. And it is huge, and it is heavy, and it will break if it falls, and it might hurt the kitty if it falls over him, so yeah. So I woke up completely super tired because he had waken me up every hour of the night from 4:30. So I was pretty tired when I woke up, and then I was like, I need to go now. But I mean, I had to eat breakfast and make myself ready, so I was over an hour late and was just super stressed. But it ended up being a very nice day anyway. We had a lot of fun and ate a lot of good tasty stuff, even though I ate way too much, so my stomach hurt a lot. And we managed to beat Dark Souls 2 that we have been playing together for ever, and that felt very nice to finally be done with that, so yeah. And on top of that you had to play Dark Souls 2. Exactly, Duder, but that wasn't the worst part of it. I mean, I was hanging with you guys, so it was nice. It was nice. Kitty has midlife crisis and acts young. I don't know what his problem is. He was like this before, when we lived at home. Then he was just awful during the night, but after I moved away from my parents and started living on my own, he's been nice. He has had night zoomies, but he hasn't been this persistent on doing forbidden stuff. But now it's just, my desk is his new goal, and I actually this morning I had put my laundry bag up on my desk just to kind of sort of make a wall, because then on my chair I'm one of those people that have a big pile of clothes on my desk chair. So yeah, so I thought if I put my laundry bag on top of the desk and then have my pile on the chair, it should be a nice wall. And then I have the mic on the left side, so that should be able to prevent any jumping up on the desk. What did he do this morning? He jumped up on the desk. He found a small little tiny place that he could jump up on, and so mission fail. I really don't know what to do, because it seems like it's becoming a habit. It wasn't just a one-time thing. It's his new thing to wake me up and get attention, because then I wake up and go to the bathroom, because why not? I might as well. And he's just following me and be like, Mommy, I love you. So he's clearly doing it for attention, and he knows that it works. So yeah. Cats tend to learn how to reliably get your attention. Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what he's doing. He has learned that this is how he will get my attention. And I know that he does not care if it's negative attention or positive attention. He just wants the attention. So yeah, I'm going to need maybe to build a better wall around my desk, because I can't go to sleep and like have to worry about Tigger breaking everything, because that would be fun. Like, imagine I am finally going to play something tomorrow. We are going to play Persona 3 and I know that it actually works and everything, and then I would have to cancel because, oh wait, my cat broke my whole streaming setup. That would be just, I would probably take that as a sign and just quit, honestly. No more YouTube for me. Back to being a regular worker, just not being on the internet. No, I hope that is not what's going to happen, because oh my god, I would be so sad. I don't know what I would do if that happened, honestly. But yeah, so that's been my week. It's been hell, basically. I mean, it has had some nice points, but mostly it's been rough. And I wish that this weekend was longer, actually, because I'm not really ready for another work week, because I feel just tired from everything. But one thing I need to address, though, I know I said last time that we were going to do 3 sprints today, just as we did last time, because it is kind of the finale of this November writing marathon. But since my neck and head is not really working with me, it's a lot better than it was earlier during the week, but I am scared of of hurting myself more and just starting all over. So I am going to do only the regular 2 sprints today in order to save my neck from the pain, because I don't want to break. I have to cancel a lot of streams and stuff because of it, because yeah, that's not what I want to do. So we compromise and we do the regular 2 sprints. I hope that is okay for everyone. And also, because of this neck and head pain that I have been having, I have not been able to reach my goal, and I don't think I will be able to reach it either today. I am close, I am very close, I have done so much progress. I am currently at 32,922 words, so yeah, that's a lot. And I have written a lot more than I usually do during a month, so I'm still super proud. And I will kind of stumble on the finish line, but it is what it is. And as I usually say, progress is progress, and I am very happy with mine. So yeah, I'm not gonna complain that I'm not reaching the exact word count that I had in mind, because health comes first. If I break, I will not be able to write at all, and that is worse. So yeah. That's fine, I have a video to edit. Okay, yeah. Then yeah, it's good that that you're not disappointed. Not too disappointed then. I feel a little bit disappointed because I was wanting to. I feel like my English right now is not working. My god, guys, I'm tired. I hope I'm making sense here. But yeah, I was hoping to do 3 sprints. I was super excited after last time when I got so much written, but I just feel like my body won't be able to handle it. So I'm going to do this stream now, do the 2 sprints, and then I'm gonna pretty much stay away from the computer. I have already put up my schedule for the next week and pre-planned the coming streams and everything. So the only thing I need to do at my computer afterwards is doing timestamps for this stream, and also I need to download the schedule and post it on my Instagram as well. But other than that, I am pretty much done by the computer. I kind of need to do some Christmas shopping though, but that is going to be quite fast because I know what I'm going to buy. But it is Black Week, so I kind of want to be able to get some sales in on the Christmas gifts that I'm buying for people. So yeah. And thank you, Duder. Thank you for telling me that it's a good job. I feel happy about it. I'm feeling very proud because usually during a month I never write this much. So let me tell you, we are doing this again. After today, we are going back to like the normal schedule with one writing stream per month. But we are definitely doing more of these marathons, not only in November, because I feel like this was very helpful for me, and it's been a lot of fun too, and I feel like it has been appreciated as well. I've gotten some nice comments from people, so yeah, we are definitely doing it again. So yeah. Alright, but I feel like I'm pretty much done rambling now. Hang on, I'm just gonna, before we start, I'm gonna try and put in some letters in my document here, because I didn't try that before. I just want to check that OBS isn't messing with me, so that if I press a button it will change my my screen. So there, still looks fine, good. What do we press that? Still fine, good, perfect, we are good. That's a relief, because it would be the worst kind of thing, like to accidentally press like or not even accidentally, but like press a 0, for example, and then just end the stream. And not noticing because I'm because I'm in the middle of a sprint and just watching my document. That would be, I wouldn't be surprised if it would happen someday, because I mean, I am me, but yeah, we are safe for now. OBS is not doing that to us, so yeah. Okay, I have my timer ready on my phone, so I'm gonna put up the sprint text. Might mention, I don't know if anyone is new here, I haven't really checked the viewer count, so I might add that the structure of these streams are that we have an intro, which is done now, and then we are doing one sprint that will last for 25 minutes, and I will only, just as the text on the screen says, I will only write and focus on my VIP, and not read chat or anything at all. But afterwards we will have a break where I will talk to you guys again and maybe answer questions or just discuss the weather or whatever. We usually come back to the weather for some reason, I'm not sure why. And that was the doorbell, so hang on, I will be back. So sorry about that, I am back, hello. I don't have words anymore. My brain is just what what was I saying? Oh yeah, we are yeah, I was explaining the rules. So usually we have an intro, then we have a sprint and we are working on our projects for 25 minutes, and then we have a break and talk some bit, and then we do a second sprint where we work on the projects again, and then we have a second break before we finish. That's usually how it goes. And that was my neighbor. He wanted to check my fire alarm, but I am bad and don't even have a battery for mine, so whoops. Need to fix that. I'm going to go internet shopping after this, so might have to buy a battery. So yeah. But I am starting to feel ready to write, so let's not drag this out for too long, shall we? So if everyone feels good, I am starting the timer now. Good luck everyone and have fun. My god, I tried to stop it. It didn't want to stop. My god. Alright, there we go. Hello there, Adam. Welcome. A new face. Welcome to the stream. And hello, Thea. Welcome, welcome. You fell asleep after laundry. Aw, are you also tired today? Well, it happens. It happens. I'm happy to have you here. And also thank you, Dave, for pointing out that I am going back to reading the chat when the timer runs out. That is very helpful, so thank you. And yeah, it went well. It went well. Not as well as last time, because last time I felt like the words were just flowing out of my fingers. Today it was not as easy. I was still a little bit like worked up after the after the doorbell just ringing. Like I'm an introvert. I'm a huge introvert, and I don't like being visited by surprise. Like, if someone is coming over, I want them to tell me beforehand so I know. And I'm not even properly dressed. Like, I'm sitting here in my PJs because, I mean, it's Sunday. Who the heck gets dressed on Sunday if you don't have to go out, you know? So, like, yeah, that was something, but oh well, at least it wasn't someone that wanted to be here for a long time, so that's good, because that would have been great, like, hey, I'm streaming, leave, please. Waking up at 7 a.m. equals tired. Yeah, I can imagine that. I can imagine that, definitely. I've been trying to make an animal abuse highlight for the last 25 minutes. Oh my god. Dude, that sentence without context, my goodness. For those of you who wonder what the heck Duder is talking about, it's from my Final Fantasy VIII stream. It's nothing horrible, I promise. We are not horrible people here. Truth of why Tiger has been acting up is revealed. No, I would never, I promise. I'm nice kitty mommy, I swear. I've been replotting my book as my chapter outline have gotten all over the place. Okay. Well, replotting can be a good thing. I can tell you, like, I have been replotting my stories a bunch of times. Like, from the beginning, I can tell you, from the beginning, I have had this story with me, or at least these characters, I should say, because the story is not the same anymore, but these characters I have had with me since I was going to, I don't know what it's called in English. Duder and Fia, help me out. Gymnasiet. What is the best English translation to that? But yeah, since school time at least, so many years, I've had these characters with me, and well, to begin, like, my story was supposed to be like because I started writing it during my like Twilight era, so it was supposed to be very like reminiscent of that, like vampire falls in love with human girl, very like classical. It is high school. Okay, that's what I was thinking, but it felt wrong. But okay, high school. Since high school, I've had these characters with me. So yeah, and it was supposed to be like, yeah, basic human falls in love with vampire, being like, yeah, not very good for each other, blah 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 blah. But now the gay best friend, who wasn't even gay back then, but he is now, the best friend of the main character. He's the main character now, and he turned out to be gay all of a sudden, which he wasn't from the beginning either. Yeah, and there's a lot of magic, and it was supposed to be like in the real world, which is not anymore. It's a fantasy world, although a very modern fantasy world, but it is very fictional, like it doesn't exist in real world. And there were no elves in my original story, but there are a bunch of them now, so yeah, you know. Yeah, I think it's just going to be a rewrite for draft 2. Oh, okay, I see. Well, rewrites can be good. Like, I can understand the frustration of it, but I think it can be a good thing as well. Once I'm done with my vampire story, I am planning to rewrite my fantasy trilogy that I was working on before, because I have realized that my writing that I did back when I started that story and my writing now is so different from each other that I just can't just continue and pretend like it like nothing has happened. I need to rewrite everything. Also, the plot has changed so much that I feel like it has to be rewritten. So I can understand the struggle, but just know that it doesn't have to be only, like, I get that it can be frustrating, but it probably will come out much better for it. Like, more practice and a new chance to like get the story where you want it to be. So yeah, 15 years about the same as my characters. Yeah. I've had these characters with me for way too long, but I feel like now is a good time to write it, because now I feel like I'm good enough to actually write the story that I want to write. So, you know, my one big evil woman has aged from late 20s to grey hair age, and she's now a principal at Hogwarts. Yeah, things can change. Like I said, my main character was not supposed to be the main character. He was supposed to be the best friend, and he was definitely not supposed to be gay, but he just came to me one day and like, hey, you, I kind of have a crush on this guy, and I was like, oh, I see. So yeah, characters do believe in their own lives, and stories change the more you like have them within you for a long time. So yeah. No one was supposed to die at first. It was a very PG thing, but not someone loses an arm in the first, but so many people die in the second book. And the third book, I really want people to cry. I can recognize myself in those feelings, wanting people to cry. Yeah. My characters have been aged up, but they are still young. Like my main character is 21 years old. And he's not having a great life. He's destined to die at 30 because he's a Dampier, and all the Dampiers in my world get executed at the age of 30. So he's got all that kind of depression to work with and be like, why am I even here? Why am I even bothering? I'm going to die anyway. And basically kind of being a citizen that has no rights at all and are not in control of his own life, and having suffered abuse from his ex-boyfriend. And yeah, my characters are tragic, and they are going to keep suffering. But I feel like that is our job as writers. Like, unless you are writing like a feel-good romance, then no, don't make the characters suffer too bad. Don't make people cry, because that's not what people want. But like in general, it's our job as writers to make our readers cry. Or suffer, at least, so, 21, mine 16, I don't think we have the same young. Yeah, I mean, I was planning to, like, write a YA first, so at the beginning my main character was 19, but I felt like I wanted to age him up a bit because of how dark I kind of want his story to be, and also I am thinking of, like, including a sex scene, and well, I don't feel comfortable having that with a 19-year-old, honestly, so I felt like I wanted to age him up. So yeah. So now I think my story could be like either adult or at least like new adult, I guess. So not YA anymore, but I feel like it works better for me because I am not a child. I'm not a teenager. I want to write characters more close to me, So yeah. A lot of great novel ideas need to sit on there for a while or age like Fine Wine before we can bring them to life. I have a few like that, so with Stephen King. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. And I feel like that's a good reason to wait until you feel ready to tell the stories, But it depends. Like when I started this story, like I was still so young. I was very young, and I wasn't as good a writer then as I am now. Because I mean, you evolve as you age, and I'm not saying that you can't write a book if you're very young. I mean, there are examples of that. Like look at Christopher Paolini, who wrote Aragon. He was like 15, I think, when he wrote that, and that's still like a very good book and very popular as well. So I mean, if you are a good writer, you are a good writer, But I feel like the older you get and the more you get to write, the more practice you get, and that is for everything really. Like the more you practice, the better you get. And I feel like right now I'm at a much better level as a writer than I was back then. So I feel like now I'm happy that I didn't write it back then because I feel like I can do it justice now, and I feel like my characters have matured and really become their own people, which they weren't back then. They were more like caricatures of characters, really. Yeah, my book have romance. I think I'm not entirely sure yet because I'm still kind of exploring it a bit, but I'm thinking the genre is kind of like romantasy, or at least close to it. The romance part is going to be very prominent and very important, so yeah. Right now they don't know it. The two leads of the story have only like met for a few brief moments, and well, they don't really know each other, but they are going to be stuck at a motel together later and kind of going to have to get to know each other and realize that hey, you're not so bad, So yeah, I do have romance in it, and it's kind of scary because I've never written anything like it before. But I do like to read a lot of like romance and romantasy stories, or actually more romantasy. I don't really read contemporary books at all, really. It's mostly fantasy and romantasy that I'm reading. So yeah, that's my story. Sign me up, where's the pre-orders? I have to finish it first, and then I will have to get it published, and then I will have to get it translated as well, since I'm writing in Swedish. So yeah, it's going to be a while, but yeah, thank you for the support though, I appreciate it. Love a good meet cute? Yeah, it's going to be a bit traumatic because the reason they are getting stuck at a motel together is basically because, someone gets murdered, and they think that it was kind of supposed to be aimed at one of the main characters. So my main character is going to be like a bodyguard for him, and they're going to be stuck in a motel together to like basically avoid the murderer. And yeah. I think it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that part a lot. But first, my other character is going to have to survive a brutal, kind of like Hunger Game competition. So yes, one bed. Although they're not gonna share it at first, though. They're not gonna share it at first because my main character is going to be like a grumpy grump and be like, nope, I'm sleeping on the floor. I'm not sharing bed with a vampire. So, but it's going to be a very tiny room though, so they are not really going to be able to avoid each other too much. And yeah, but I think it will be good. I think it will be very good. Anyway, I think it's about time for a short stretch break so that I am not breaking completely here because my neck is starting to protest a bit. So sit tight, everyone. Don't leave. Don't go anywhere. What about bathtubs? I have not decided how the bathroom looks. I think it's going to be just a like really tiny shower. I don't think a bathtub can fit, honestly. So not sharing bed with a vampire. How will they get breakfast in bed then? Oh god. He's not going to feed off him. My vampire is a gentleman and he would never, unless he asked for it, which he will later, because, I mean, in my story the vampire bites are kind of like aphrodisiacs, so yeah, he will beg for it later, but not, as of now he's more like, don't touch me, don't look at me, stay away from me, I'm only here to save your life, but I don't like you. So it's kind of like enemies to lovers in a bit, which is like one of my favorite tropes. So yeah, I'm very excited. But yeah, short stretcher break. Don't leave the stream, but do take the time to stretch as well, because it's not good to sit still for too long. And we see each other here again soon. So yeah, don't go anywhere. Alright, I am back. There, that was a nice stretch. Very well needed. You're going to learn a new language from my book. Oh my god, you're so sweet, Shoujo. And I'm wishing you luck with that. I mean, it's a very small language, so you would only like have need of it if you're going to read Swedish books, I guess, or talk with Swedish people. But yeah, go for it, absolutely. I will warn you though, Swedish is not easy to learn, but yeah. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, I'm starting to feel ready to write again. How do you guys feel that are joining to write and or work with your other stuff as well? I know a few of you are not writing but doing other stuff, so I'm starting to feel ready. I didn't check the word count, by the way. I need to do that. I kind of stopped in the middle of a word as well. I didn't even finish the word because I couldn't stop my my alarm from ringing. Let's see here. Where the heck did I start? There. Okay, that was pretty good actually. 740 words, so yeah. I thought it was supposed to be less because, or not supposed to be, I thought it was less. But apparently I managed to put out some good amount of words still, so yeah. I don't want to go back to plotting. Aww. You kinda have to if you want to write, though. You can't avoid the boring stuff, sadly. I know the struggle. I definitely do. I wish you luck, Shoyo, and I am having my fingers crossed that it goes well for you. So. And also write in chat if there's anything I can help you with, and we can discuss it during the second break, so feel free to do that as well. So yeah, let's start, shall we? Putting up my text there, and gonna make the timer ready on my phone there. Alright, good luck everyone, and have fun. Alright, there we go. Second sprint done. Let's see how many words I got. It feels like I wrote a lot again, which is good because I was a bit worried because I'm kind of in the middle of a action scene, which is not my favorite to write. So let's see, where did I start? There. $692 words, so that is quite good, and I am currently at a word count of 34,353 words, so yeah, not the 36,000 that I was going for, but I'm still very proud. I am very close, so yeah, I still feel like this writing marathon has been very good for my word count, definitely. Let's see, what is everyone writing in chat? What have I missed? What's everyone working on? Editing YouTube shorts. Yeah, dude, I am very happy that you are helping me with the shorts. You are an angel. You really are, because it's giving me so much time to focus on all the other stuff that comes with being both a writer and streamer at the same time. So I appreciate it a lot. Replotting book 1 and editing a video. So multitasking as well. That is great. Just getting some of my thoughts on the page. Might turn it into a blog later. Oh, that's interesting. I was gonna do a little bit of work, but due to sleep, my brain isn't on yet. Fishing in Dreamlight Valley for now. Might work a bit on my latest chapter later. Well, that sounds good. I am still a bit curious about Dreamlight Valley. Not sure if it's a game I want to get or not. I am a bit on the fence still, since I enjoyed Animal Crossing, but at the same time I played it for a little bit and then just never touched it, and then I play for a little bit and don't touch it again. Like I'm not sure if those kind of games are for me or not, really, so I'm a bit on the fence. How many sprints do you guys usually do? Oh yeah, we usually do 2. Last time we did 3, and the plan was to do 3 today, but my neck is not really working with me today, so therefore we stick with the usual 2 sprints. Or today, my neck hasn't been working with me for the whole week. If it only was today, I would probably push through it, but since it has been a problem for the whole week, which has led to me not being able to basically write anything at all during the week, I don't want to break it even more and have to cancel streams during the week and stuff. So yeah, only 2 today, so this was the last one. Just managed to get done 2, so a short is currently uploading. Perfect, that's great. It's good to have a little bit of a backlog ready to publish. That is very good. You're welcome to play a little at my place next time you're here. Yeah, that could be a good plan to try it out and see what it's all about. To try it out myself. So yeah, that sounds good actually. But yeah, I'm very happy that I managed to write so much, even though it is a bit less than what I was planning to, but as I said, a lot more than I would have written if we didn't do this. So yeah, I'm still very proud. And right now I'm currently in the middle of a action/fight scene, and I always struggle with those. Those are the worst, honestly, because I feel I'm not a fighting choreograph, so I'm how does this even look? What are they doing? They are fighting, but how do you write that? It's very tough, I feel. But I think I have managed to do some good writing here. It's something I can work with at least. It's not perfect now, definitely not, but it's something I probably can edit into something usable later. So yeah, I feel pretty happy with that. and almost done with chapter 18 as well. So next time we are definitely moving on to another chapter, even if we're not doing the writing marathon anymore. It's a bit bittersweet, honestly. Like, I have enjoyed doing this every weekend, but at the same time I am looking forward to get more gaming done as well. So it's a bit of both. I really do hope that I one day in the future could make this into a like full-time job, because then I would be able to stream a lot more and maybe even have a writing stream every week, because I could do it more than I can now. But it is what it is. It's just a hobby for now, and yeah. I love writing action. I'm just really descriptive. Okay, yeah, then we are completely different. I hate writing action. It's like, what do I even do with this? I like watching action scenes in like shows and stuff, and reading them can be exciting too, but like writing them, no. I'm just not very good at it. I feel like they always tend to feel a bit too slow for me when I write them. Like, they're not very like quick, and yeah, I feel like they're too slow when I write them, which is a problem, because you want fighting scenes to be kind of quick. But yeah, it's something I will have to practice on, I guess, because I will have a lot more than just this one. So yeah, basically my main character just walked into a vampire orgy right now and are trying to like kill them, because they are basically low-life scum who are feeding on vampires and humans as they like, and yeah, he's getting angry at them and are going to kill them, but they are 7 against 1, so it's not really fair fight. Please do share, what editing software do you use? I use Microsoft Word, actually. So nothing fancy at all, just Microsoft Word. It's what I have been working with for like since school time, so I've just sticked with it. I have been like considering Scrivener, because I've heard a lot about that, but at the same time I feel like Word is working for me personally, even though it's kind of basic, but if you know the program, you can work with it a lot, but yeah, I feel like maybe Scrivener could be better because of the way that software is working, but at the same time I'm not sure if I would actually use all those fancy stuff. I just basically sit down and write, and I have been contemplating, because I've seen Carissa Broadbent, an author that I am following on Instagram because I adore her books. They are amazing. Also vampire books, so check her out if you're interested. And I have seen she uses like, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's like imagine if you have like a keyboard with a small screen where you can see your text. And she uses that, it's like some kind of writing machine that is only for writing, because she feels like she gets distracted from sitting by the computer. And I can understand that, because like it's very distracting sitting on a computer. The internet is right there. You can just click and then you're on YouTube or on some webpage there for internet shopping or whatever. So that could also, I also been like, maybe I should get one of those, but at the same time, I feel like I just kind of need to get my stuff together on my own, not having to get specific tools to write, if you know what I mean. No editing allowed then on those machines? No, I don't think you can edit, or I don't know, maybe you can edit, but only like the sentence that you're on for now. You can't really go back and see what you're writing, because what you do, you basically write and you see only like the sentence that you're on, and then you like copy it over to the computer when you're going to edit. Do you ever move your body? I have a fake sword and bow in my room for stuff like this. I'm also making a spear and shield. No, not really. I'm not moving my body when I'm like doing scenes, but I think when I'm alone, I tend to mouth dialogues a lot and like do very strange facial expressions. I need to like check myself when I'm on the bus and stuff, because I also like I have a playlist solely for my writing, for every like story that I'm writing on. So I have a Spotify playlist for my vampire story, and sometimes I'm thinking of like dialogues and stuff when I'm on the bus, and I need to like make sure that I don't do these faces when I'm out in public, because when I'm alone though, I do a lot of facial expressions and sort of mouthing the dialogues to myself, but I don't really move my body a lot. Like I don't act out fighting scenes or stuff like that, but yeah. But I recognize the thing though, definitely. Yeah. And I know a lot of others do that as well. And I think that's wonderful, actually. I really do. It's like living out your story. That's really cool, actually. But no, I don't do it myself, only with dialogues and stuff. Alright, but we need to talk about the coming week. I have uploaded my schedule already. It's on the community tab, and I'm going to upload it on my Instagram later as well. But the plan is that tomorrow we are playing Persona 3 Reload. That is the replacement for Metaphor. And then we will see if I will be able to fix the problems with Metaphor or not. Hopefully I will be, but I'm not making any promises, because it is a struggle. It is a struggle. It's a struggle I could never have foreseen, but it is a struggle. But yeah, we are playing Persona 3 Reload tomorrow, and then we play Final Fantasy 7, I almost said. No, Final Fantasy 8 on Thursday, and then we play some more Persona 3 Reload on Saturday. So that is the plan, and I'm very excited for it. I have been very hype about Persona 3 Reload for a while as well, so I'm very much looking forward to it. So you won't get into LARP in the summer to describe fighting scenes better? No. I won't. Well, writing action is kind of different. Romance, you want to make it slower, draw out, but action needs to be snappy, fast-paced. Shortened sentences always help to bring that out. Yeah, definitely. And that's where I feel I struggle. And especially because I feel like I'm so bad at doing it, because I feel like my fighting scenes are very basic. They're like, oh, he punched, I ducked, I jumped out of the way, he punched again, you know. I cringe so hard whenever I write it, but I mean, as long as you write something, you can always edit later, I guess. But yeah, I feel like I struggle a lot, especially since it's kind of like when I imagine my fight scenes when I like write it. It's like, you know, when you play a turn-based RPG, it's kind of like that, you know, like, oh, it's my turn, attack. And then we wait for a while until it's time, and then the enemy attacks. And then we wait a little bit more, and then we attack. You know, it kind of feels like that, and it's just like, yeah, this isn't great. If you pick up an action drawing book, it helps. I can now picture a fighter 3D in my head. Oh, really? That's interesting. Good tip, actually. I think part of my problem is that I think I suffer, I have mentioned this before, but I think I suffer partially, at least, from aphantasia. Not fully, because I'm not completely like blind when I'm imagining stuff, but I do struggle from it, because when I read and like there's a lot of descriptions and stuff, descriptions doesn't really do much for me, because I can't really see it. I can see stuff that I have already seen. So like if I have, for example, watched a movie before I'm reading the book, then that helps me read the book, because I can imagine what I have seen from the movie when I'm reading the book. But usually when I'm like reading, I only see very basic stuff, and it's the same thing when I'm writing, honestly. So that makes it a bit tougher, because I can't really see the fighting scenes in my head, if that makes sense. I just know that they are there, but they're very hard to describe for me because I can't really imagine them in a good way, you know? If that makes sense. You can also practice by watching movies and thinking, how would I describe that? Yeah, that's actually a good tip. And I think that would work better for me just because of what I have just described, like me having partial aphantasia. Because, yeah, I feel like watching a movie and pretty much just describing what I'm seeing there, yeah, that could help, absolutely, definitely. But yeah, it is a struggle. It definitely is, and it makes writing interesting because you need descriptions and you need to be able to at least convey somewhat of what things are looking like and what is happening. And you can't just have like dialogues and feelings. Even though my books or my manuscripts, I should say, are usually full of mostly dialogues and feelings, inner monologues a lot, because I always write in first person. But descriptions are a struggle because I struggle myself to know exactly what everything looks like. So it's hard to write it then. But yeah, I still try though. And yeah, it's something I definitely will work on during the editing phase of everything. It is my weak point, definitely. But what is writing if not struggling, you know? Anyway, I'm going to go and rest my neck now to not break completely, so yeah. Thank you so much for being with me here today, guys. It's been a lot of fun as always. Take care, everyone, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!